All right, today's gospel reading is Matthew chapter 23, verses 23 through 28, continuing right along in that chapter. And as always, the explanation will be according to the Blessed Theophylact, who is an archbishop from the 11th century of Bulgarian Ohrid. And again, the reason why I'm not doing some sort of explanation, I'm having a church father that knows a whole lot more and is a lot smarter than I am about exactly how to break down the Gospels. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For ye pay tithe of mint and anise and cumin, and have omitted the weightier matters of the law, discernment, mercy, and faith. These ought ye to have done, without neglecting the others, ye blind guides, which strain at the gnat and swallow the camel. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For ye may clean the outside of the cup and of the platter, but within they are full of extortion and excess. Thou blind Pharisees, cleanse first that which is within the cup and platter, that the outside of them may be clean also. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For ye are like unto whited sepulchres, which indeed appear beautiful outward, but are within full of dead men's bones, and of all uncleanness. Even so, ye also outwardly appear righteous unto men, but within ye are full of hypocrisy and iniquity. All right, so the explanation on 23 to 24. Again, he reproaches them as foolish for disdaining the greater commandments, while demanding strict observance of the lesser, nor do they overlook a tenth part of the cumin, but tithe that as well. And if anyone accused the Pharisees of nitpicking, they would cite the law in their defense. It would have been better and more God-pleasing if they had required discernment and mercy and faith from the people. What is discernment? To do nothing unjust or unreasonable, but rather to do everything with good judgment and with reason. Mercy follows immediately upon discernment. For he who does all things with discernment knows to whom one ought to give alms, and faith follows mercy. For he who is merciful and gives alms has faith that he will lose nothing but will receive everything. Or, in another sense, one must show mercy, but also believe in the true God. For there were many pagan Greeks who gave alms, but did not believe in the living God, and did not have that faith that follows mercy. Every teacher then must tithe his people, that is, require from the 10 senses 5 bodily and 5 spiritual, the one tithe consisting of discernment, mercy, and faith. These ought ye to have done, the Lord said, not to exhort them to tithe herbs, but so that he not appear to be in opposition to Moses. He calls them blind guides because by priding themselves in their teaching and extensive knowledge, they were a benefit to no one, but rather they corrupted everyone and cast them into the pit of unbelief. He says that they strain the gnat, meaning that they keep close guard over the slightest sin, while they swallow the camel, that is disregard the great sins. In 25 to 26, preserving the traditions of the elders, the Pharisees washed the cups and the plates in which their food and drink were to be placed. But they drank wine and ate food gained by extortion, so they were all the more polluted. Therefore Christ says, do not obtain wine from injustice, and the inside of the cup will be clean. Or, in another sense, he is speaking not of cups and plates, but of the bodily and external condition in contrast to the inner and spiritual. For he says, you assume a most comely appearance on the outside of the cup, that is, in your external condition, while you are full with filth within, extorting and practicing injustice. But you must cleanse the inside, that is, the soul, for the radiance of the purified soul illumines the outward appearance of a man. And then 27 and 28, this analogy too has the same meaning as that of the preceding. For they were eager to appear comely in their external condition, but like tombs, they are whited with lime and chalk, but within they are full of every uncleanness and of dead and rotting works.